Karl Anthony Towns is coming home, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. And there was some big news that dropped in the NBA recently, as New Jersey native Karl Anthony Towns is on his way back to his hometown area, the tri-state area, as the Knicks are in the process of completing a trade for Mr. Towns, which would send Julius Randle to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this is big news in the NBA. As you know, the Knicks, they have done some wonderful work with their team over the last 3 seasons. Credit to Leon Rose and the entire front office in the Knicks organization. The first thing they did 3 years ago, they brought in Jalen Brunson, and they have not looked back since. They have done a wonderful job revamping this roster. And now, this offseason, first thing they did, they pulled off a trade for Mikal Bridges, and now they have pulled off another big trade for one Karl Anthony Towns, who, as you know, he grew up in the New Jersey area, so he's actually playing in his hometown, basically. And he's going to come to the Knicks. Meanwhile, Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo are both going to go to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And in terms of the fit, I can't see a problem here, because it basically is a straight fit. Randle for Cat, and if you look at it, the Knicks also let go of Isaiah Hartenstein in the offseason. You know, he went to the OKC Thunder, and then, as you know, Mitchell Robinson, he had off-season ankle surgery, so he's gonna be out for a couple of, I think, 2 months. So, you know, they were a little bit thin on their front line. So by bringing in Cat, it's gonna be a very good fit, I think, in my opinion, for them, because not only does he provide rebounding, but he can also stretch the floor. And then with the versatility of the other big guys in the Knicks team, there will be occasions where, you know, as the season goes on, Robinson could be inside, Cat could be on the perimeter stretching the floor, or, you know, they could go OG and him up front. And this is a very interesting development for the Knicks. In terms of trading away Dante, I don't think this will hurt the Knicks in any way at all, because, as you know, they brought in another Villanova boy, which was Mikal Bridges, in the offseason, who's another 3-and-D guy. So whatever shooting they lose from Dante, they should get it back. Even better shooting from Mikal Bridges, and he's a better defender than Dante. So I think the Knicks actually improved their roster dramatically going into next season. And as you know, last year they had already brought in some other players like OG Anunoby. They brought in Precious Achiuwa, you know, during the season. Those are very nice complementary pieces. So the nucleus of that Knicks team, you know, you look at the starting lineup going into the season, it should be a very powerful starting lineup. You look at Jalen Brunson, who in my opinion, I thought he was the best player in the NBA last year. I thought he had the best regular season in the NBA last year. I know a lot of people might disagree with me, but if you look at the last 3 months of the season, he led the NBA in scoring. He was an exceptional leader, despite the Knicks having tons of injury. He led them to the second best record in the East. I think he finished 5th or 6th in MVP voting. So Jalen Brunson's season was just super, and he will go into the season again as one of the top MVP favorites. And you look at the other players on the roster. You know, Karl Anthony Towns would easily be the second best player on the team. You go down the line, you're gonna see Mikal Bridges, who's an excellent 3-and-D guy, and then further on, you would have OG Anunoby, who's an excellent front court player, very versatile. If he could stay healthy, that's his only knock. Precious is there to back him up. And of course, you know, they have the other big guys, you know, Mitchell Robinson, who's going to come back as the season go on. He'll be there. And, you know, Jericho Sims is also there to back them up in terms of girth on the front line. But in the backcourt and on the wings is where I think the Knicks are really going to separate themselves this year, with Jalen, Mikal Bridges, Matt Bride, guys like that coming in to back him up. I think the Knicks are going to be an excellent team. And I'm sure the city will be clamoring for more success. As you know, they've made the playoffs 2 consecutive years. The second round, actually, 2 consecutive years, which is the conference semifinals. And I really think if it was not for injuries last year, they would have gotten past Indiana. And with this current roster that they have, looking at the Boston Celtics, I really think that the Knicks, with the Karl-Anthony Towns trade, I have them now as the presumptive team to come out of the East and get to the finals. I have OKC coming out of the West. So as it stands now, with no more differences, I will have the Knicks facing off against the Thunder. But this is a brilliant day for all Knicks fans. I'm sure you're all happy. The Knicks have improved their roster tremendously. I think it's a better fit getting Cat over Julius, and as you know, he was coached by Tibbs before. It's a reconnection with him and Tibbs, and also it's a reconnection with him and basically his hometown, because he's from Central New Jersey. So he's played very close to home. So we'll see, folks. We'll see. This has got me very excited, and as I said, I have the Knicks as the favorite to get to the finals out of the East, and I give them a very good shot. I had them as one of my favorites to win the championship before this, and with this trade now, I definitely have them up there. So kudos to Leon Rose, the whole front office staff up there in New York. Kudos to Tibbs. Tibbs, you're under pressure now. The fans are gonna kill you if you don't win this one, my brother. And congrats to the whole Knicks organization. I think this is gonna be a banger season for them. And until we meet next time, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and help us grow the channel. Thanks, folks, and peace.